everybody.
Howdy, folks.
I'm Angie C. That's handsome boyfriend Dave. Welcome to the Worst Talk Show, our special Thanksgiving Eve edition.
Yes.
That's why we're going live from the kitchen. Here's our kitchen. Yay.
In all its glory. Oh, look.
Oh, the child overlooks everything. Who's already here? Sarah! Sarah's here. Hi, Sarah.
So, I'm going to start chopping while we talk, okay?
Yeah, so we're going to prep for, we're actually going to make the stuffing the night before because we make it in the pressure cooker. I'll show you exactly how because I forgot to get the little tin. So, stuffing in the pressure cooker, you make it in these little mini bundt cake pans. Michael Maloney, hello, Jim Pericotti.
That's not Maloney.
Gobble, gobble. So we put all the stuffing together. It goes in one of these Bad Larrys, and then it goes into the pressure cooker, and they cook the whole way through, and then tomorrow we throw them in the oven for like 15 minutes so they get crispy on the outside. Perfect stuffing every time. It's fabulous. So Dave is currently chopping up some celery, and then he will chop up some onion.
We don't want to have it be too healthy. I mean,
and then we've got a bunch of
put some
herbs behind us. Sam Avola likes your apron. Hello, Bob Gerasi. I mean, nobody's even going to look at my Darth Vader apron with you and the washboard out.
Yes, yes.
Hi,
Who
Tom.
says you can't buy a nice body?
Brother Tom is here as well. We're sending you lots and lots and lots of love tonight. Monsieur Dow. Oh, by the way, I'm showing off one of my birthday gifts from handsome boyfriend Dave. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's a Boba Fett tiki mug.
Nothing but the best for my girl.
I got seltzer in it because that's me. But you guys, it's the night before Thanksgiving and you can't go to the bars. Drink up. Hey, Holly. We made a lovely little video for Holly's birthday, and we're a little proud of it, frankly. It's good. I thought it was a great gift. Casey Riddles is here.
Riddle me this, brother.
And your cousin, Michelle Walsh, but we don't call her Michelle. Welsh. We don't call her Michelle, though, right? We call her Shelley.
Yes.
Hi, Shelley. I always say Walsh because my cousins are Walshes.
Yeah.
And your cousin is Welsh.
Yeah, Welshes.
So I always mess that up. No suffering bastards? No.
In the tiki mug.
You can imagine whatever you'd like in my tiki mug. In my Boba Fett tiki mug.
She's got a fog cutter in there, kid.
Fog cutter. You remember when you first turned 21 and you went to Kowloon's and ordered all the ridiculous drinks and they were like, is there milk in this? Ugh. At least that's what we did. So how many people ordinarily, non-pandemic, would be out at a bar tonight? It is the biggest or second biggest bar night of the year when you're not in a pandemic. Because everybody's home for the holidays.
What would be the biggest? Would it be New Year's Eve?
I would imagine so, yeah. Sarah says, I did some cooking ahead for tomorrow. Just finished, exhausted. We're about to get started on that, actually. I have to make an herb butter as well to rub the... we're just doing a turkey breast this year. We're not doing the whole thing.
But it's been soaking in a brine for 2 days.
Casey just made myself a boulevard? Or a Boilermaker. I couldn't see that. Yeah, biggest besides New Year's Eve, Shelley says. Corin is here. Hello. Corin, you're one of the many people I didn't see your birthday wishes on my page, and I'm very sorry. Didn't see them until today.
She was like,
a total a-hole.
Corin said,
Nikki
happy birthday.
T.
Who gives a snot?
Yeah, Nikki, we know you'd be out at a show. I mean, we'd probably still be here in the kitchen stressing over tomorrow's dinner, let's be honest. Those are very big.
These ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Just so you know.
They're going to go in half.
Okay.
But thanks, boss.
I want thinly sliced celery for the stuffing. Bonnie, your mother and I hit a few back in the day. Oh, yes, Bonnie. Auntie Bonnie and my mom, Mary. I heard about your trip to New York City. Or did I? Ellen, I never went out the night before. I was the one who always did all the cooking and baking. Well, Ellen.
Ellen, you dragged the desktop into the kitchen?
Oh, my goodness. Yes, Shelly, that's what she said. Brine is the way to go. So it's sitting in a lovely brine right now. What did I use in the brine?
Oh,
There are
man.
lemons, there are oranges.
Parsley, sage, rosemary,
yeah,
and
sage,
thyme.
cinnamon stick,
Remember
rosemary,
you to one day.
some salt, some brown sugar. I heated it all up on the stove before I let it cool off and put it in the thing. Lewis Warren is here as well. Woohoo! Wow, that was pretty good. You're already done with the celery.
Yeah.
So we do have to get to some business tonight. First up, I did want to let everybody know that my colonoscopy and my endoscopy, which I pronounced wrong 100 times on the show last week, came back great.
Why? What's wrong
I'm
with
on
your endoscopy?
The fact that you knew I was pronouncing it wrong and didn't say anything to me, kind of a jerk.
I've learned a jerk.
Little bit.
I've learned my lesson. That's
kind
why.
of a jerk, Joe Burke. Hey, Pete Cleary is here and Kevin Tachi. Hello and welcome to our fabulous kitchen. Everybody, would you like to make fun of our extremely small refrigerator?
It's really small.
It's very, very, very small, which means we can't hold a lot in there. So that's why there's ingredients and
Yes,
things
all
sort
over.
of everywhere.
So, cutting an onion.
Yes.
All right.
Do you want me to teach you how to cut an onion?
The big thing is that it makes you cry, right? Whatever the fumes
No, there
or whatever.
is a trick. You either breathe only through your mouth or you breathe only through your nose, and I always get it wrong. Sam Avola, can you let us know which one it is? Because I can't
Wasn't there
remember.
something involving white bread, a slice of white bread?
I think those are just old wives' tales. But there is something about, what'd you say? What's your favorite magnet? Favorite magnet on the fridge?
Oh, he's no longer with us.
What was our
We had a K2SO.
We had the best, hugest, all like cast iron
was-
metal K2SO.
It was three-dimensional off
It
the...
was
Yeah.
beautiful. And one of the kids
K2SO.
knocked it.
That's a
from
very
Rogue
big knife
One,
that just fell.
our favorite droid from Rogue One. Rogue One. That is a very big knife.
That's a knife.
Nikki T, you light a match. I have the worst knife skills. Who just said that, Holly? I thought you should slice one end first. Yeah. Listen, I'm not going to get into slicing an onion. I'm just happy Dave's doing it right now. But there is a way to do it and have it be chopped. And it's on the Food Network every 5 minutes.
Yeah. I think I just...
Smoleniacs are in the house. Hello. Hold water in your mouth, Nicole says. So I think basically if you just breathe through your nose and not your mouth, or vice versa, light a candle for onion. I don't know. That seems like a lot of work, Bob.
Why? Did onion die?
No, but they don't want you to cry.
You don't get it.
Onion die?
Light a candle for onion?
Light a canyon? Huh?
Light a candle for onion. Like a vigil.
Oh, wow.
Or at the... Sorry. Guys.
So onions make you cry and unfunny, apparently.
Oh, wow. Nice.
And he's got a knife in his hand.
Yeah.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah. Back off, woman.
I'm a keeper. Lewis Warren, I'm not going to get into it. I'm not. It's just a huge... I can't sit there and show you how to properly... He's really ruining how to...
No, I have to
to
get rid
not
of
do it.
this outer skin.
We'll
And I
just
don't want
do
to
what
get
we're
mixed
gonna do.
in. I don't want it to get mixed in with the viable onion that we're going to use.
Yes. I'm also going to be making an herb butter that will go on the turkey when it comes out of the brine tomorrow.
That's the second time she's mentioned that, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, I just wanted to make sure that everybody knew what we were going to do tonight while we were talking. We're also going to be peeling some potatoes and possibly peeling a rutabaga, a.k.a.
If they were worried
turnip.
about the herb butter, then that should put them to rest.
Hey, Mike Petroselli, a.k.a. Duke, is watching. Hello and welcome. John Turby, we got the West Coast in the house tonight. I'm very excited. So, we wanted to talk about things that we watched this week because that's what we do on the show. We let you know recommendations on things to watch, things to listen to, things to cook, and to eat. So, we rented, for my birthday actually on Saturday, we rented New Mutants. Has anybody seen that? It's been sitting on the shelf for like at least 3 years. They finally released it, and Maisie What's-Her-Face is in it from Game of Thrones.
Right. And then also the girl from the Queen's Gambit
yes,
is in it.
the wonderful actress from Queen's Gambit is in there. And
Of course, we should know these things, right?
Yeah. It was not the greatest. I mean,
Yeah.
I see it was a lot darker, which was kind of cool. It wasn't super cheese.
Yeah, it was okay.
But I don't know where they're going with that. I don't know that they need to reboot the mutants again and again and again. Casey says, what's the over-under on the amount of times people say, WTF is Dave doing? Oh, because of his situation here? If we go any lower, you can't see what's written on the board behind Dave. Dave, move your head to the side. See? Very important. So that's where the camera angle has to be, pals. Lewis Warren, Matt, I really wanted it to be better. My favorite of the X-Men comics. Yeah, exactly. I think that they probably could have stayed a little truer to the comics. That was my understanding. So we just thought it was so-so. We keep watching Wayne. I know we told you guys about this already. Mike O'Malley plays the principal. It takes place in Brockton, Massachusetts. Some of the accents are spot on.
Some of them are horrible.
Others are terrible. It gets funnier every episode. And the music is phenomenal. Please, definitely watch Wayne. Especially if you have Friday off, you're going to be catching up on some stuff. I would highly suggest Wayne, and you can watch it now on Prime, on Amazon Prime. Let's see, Sean O'Brien, he's got a situation. So Sharon is here as well. The entire Dow family is here the night before Thanksgiving. Better than us all being at a bar.
Says you.
Speaking of which, another sip from the tiki. Don't mind if I do. I really need Amy Prohaska to be here tonight because she is like the tiki queen, and this Boba Fett one, just love it.
So you can lord it over her?
Well, yeah. I'm petty AF. What else did we watch? The Right Stuff. Now that they've gone into space, I'm bored.
Yeah, I mean...
Has anybody been watching the TV show The Right Stuff? It's on Disney. I have to say, the guy who plays Alan Shepard has been in the Disney stable. He's been in a bunch of different movies. I remember him in that weird mermaid movie from when Kendall was a kid. He plays Alan Shepard. They have him shirtless in pretty much every scene
that he's in. It's really bizarre.
It's like, I get it. It's nice to see some nice abbage, obviously, but every single scene, like, that's even gratuitous for, like, a Top Gun, beach volleyball scene. Like, it's a bit much, and I just thought it was eh. What's the smoothie? There isn't one. Imagine the smoothie and put it in here. I don't know. Could we have a night before Thanksgiving smoothie? Alcohol and a strawberry.
Turkey juice, turkey gravy.
And to drink, Peru. You're doing pretty good on that. I wish we had, like, camera elves and we could get little angles and stuff. Eventually, maybe we can have a camera, like, over you so they can see what you're making. We did all this last minute, you guys. No idea
we decided
if it was going to work or not. We decided
maybe an hour before the
ago.
show.
I said, I have an idea. And Dave said, what? No, actually, Dave said, don't do the show? And I go, no, better. Let's do it from the kitchen. And what'd you say?
Hell no.
It took him a little bit of poking and prodding.
Great idea.
But here we are, and we're happy to be here. Gravy gimlet. Oh, I like that, Sean. That's got a nice ring to it. What else did we watch?
The Davy Gravy Gimlet.
Davy Gravy.
I used to be told that I should go stick my head in gravy a lot when I was little.
Why?
Davy, stick your head in gravy. Yeah.
Oh, really? That's it? So, I don't know what you guys got teased with about your names when you were a kid, but Angie doesn't rhyme with much. So instead, they decided to call me Benji because the dog movie was popular in the late 70s, early 80s, the Benji movies.
That's not hurtful.
So, yeah, I got called a dog's name. That was fun.
Sweet.
But not very, like, you could have done something better. Although my brother just called me Plange. He just made it up. What rhymes with Ange? Plange. And then there you go. Michael Maloney, next week's episode, From the Bedroom. We've already done that.
That's gross.
Lewis Warren, Calvados and tonic are a great holiday cocktail. I wouldn't know, but it sounds delightful. Lewis Warren has delightful cocktail tips for you all, as well as Sean O'Brien. Sean, what are you prepping tonight? I'm sure you're cooking. Show of hands, how many people are watching us in the kitchen from your kitchen? Because I would love that.
That'd be cool.
Lewis says, nice dodge from getting made fun of for your nickname. Yeah. I got Bob the Slob. Oh, Bob Tarasi, that's awful. Bob the Sloth. It's not very original though, is it? Denny White! Imagine Dennis the Menace 1,000,000 times. Ooh, yeah, that's kind of smart. It explains an awful lot about you, Denny.
But I've only called you that a few hundred times.
I just love that your nickname is Denny because I have an Auntie Denny, and it was like, cool. It can be for a boy or a girl.
Henny Penny.
Riddles. Nickname, Tender Vittles. I mean, Casey Riddles is a superstar name.
How about
you don't need to make fun of a name.
But wait a minute. It was never the Riddler, right? It was never the Riddler? That's stupid. Let me tell you something.
Too cool. They're trying to make fun of him,
yeah.
Right? Oh, Lois is cooking too. Yay! Bitchin' in the kitchen with Angie C and Handsome Dave. Could be a second show. We could have a spin-off.
Okay, so that is one large white onion and whatever wasn't rotten in the celery.
Yes, because we had a lot of celery. Somebody's been on a celery kick, and then he forgets it's in the fridge because it's behind stuff.
I overdosed on peanut butter that one time a couple weeks ago.
All right, so I think we're good because I've got more things for onions to go in.
Okay.
Later, so we're going to put this aside. We're going to get lemon juice. This is very important because
squirt that right in my eyes to rinse out the onion.
We're going to prep the potatoes for the mashed potatoes tomorrow. So we're going to peel and cube, and then you hit it with some lemon juice so they stay nice and white. There you go. Question, you're only allowed one Thanksgiving side. What you got?
It's stuffing for me.
Really?
Yeah.
For me, it was always like green bean casserole, really. Like we're not having it this year though. I'm trying to not eat my weight in food. So, Vicky hit that tip jar. Well, thank you, Vicky.
Thank you very much. Probably the cheesecake.
Are you gonna
beefcake?
Move your gorgeous, handsome head again so they can see the tip jar. Ta-da! Sean O'Brien, I just missed what you were saying. Everybody's saying stuffing because it really. When else do you eat stuffing besides Thanksgiving? That's pretty much it, right?
Listen.
Bread. With more bread, and then some bread.
You take bread and you soak it in turkey water.
I love green bean casserole. I don't know why. I just do. It's a comfort food thing. And I used to be the one in charge of making it when I was old enough. So it's potato time.
It's tater time.
Are we going to peel some potatoes?
Now listen, I think you should only do a rustic peel.
Oh, that's fine.
Right.
Yeah. We don't need an entire peel.
No, it does not. These don't need to be...
We're not keeping up with the Joneses here.
I actually like a little bit of skin on my mashed potatoes.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. And then and again, the pressure cooker is your friend on Thanksgiving when you have a tiny kitchen and a very small stove. Because you can get so much done in the pressure cooker ahead of time. We're going to cook the potatoes in the pressure cooker, and then they'll come out, and we're going to use our little mini hand blender to mash up the potatoes. It's gonna be glorious, right? Sweet potato casserole, pie, or mashed potatoes are Nicole Smolenyak's.
I am gonna be making sweet potato casserole, like tonight into tomorrow.
However,
right?
we have canned yams. Those aren't the same thing.
Yes, it works.
Right?
Yes,
okay,
it works.
All right. You're sure?
Yes.
Okay. I do know that.
Use the tip of that. You get the dig in there. That's what that's for.
Yeah. That also causes like Angie bleeding because things go awry. So we're just going to do it the regular way. So sweet potato casserole made its first appearance at our Thanksgiving last year by Brother Tom and honorary brother-in-law Lee. And it was like a dessert.
Yeah.
And there wasn't any left.
There's not.
It was just like there's like brown sugar in it, brown sugar on it. Like it was. Yeah. It was delightful.
And we don't do it. I'm not going to do it with the marshmallow on top. I'm going to do it with the pecans, butter, and a little bit of flour and brown sugar.
Yeah.
Like
Heather Hamilton's
like a crumble
here.
on there.
Dirty potatoes are the way to go. Dirty with skin, not with dirt. Yep. You got to have a little skin. It's good for you. It's good for you.
I just looked it up today, Sharon. My sister's like,
I want the recipe.
Like, what? You don't have the internet?
I've already peeled the potato.
You're an amazing, amazing person.
Where have you been?
I've been over here waiting for you to peel a friggin' potato.
So Dave watched Motherless Brooklyn the other night.
Yes, Edward
with,
Norton. Written, directed, and starring Edward Norton.
And Edward Norton plays a character who has Tourette's.
Yes.
Because acting isn't hard enough for Edward Norton. He also has to play somebody with Tourette's.
Yeah.
He's a little bit of a show-off. You
well,
have to admit.
know.
Also very smart criminal mind. His dad was like a prosecutor.
Right.
And he tweeted a bunch of stuff about Orange Cheeto over the last few days. It was actually pretty on point, I thought. Jim Pericotti, room for the turkey. Hey, Rana's here. Now, Brookhouse was making a little fun of you earlier.
I don't think it was. I think he really admires my ability to sing like Michael McDonald.
We will discuss Michael McDonald when we get to the music segment of the show this evening, which is not far off. But yeah, there was a little ribbing, I thought, perhaps.
Well, hey.
It could happen.
There's some ribbing.
Motherless Brooklyn, which is, that whole detective film noir kind of thing.
Yeah, so
right?
it's kind of my jam. I can't help myself.
Bruce Willis was in it for
Bruce Willis for a short time. But yeah, it was a good cast. Alec Baldwin was in it. He was like the antagonist, Mm-hmm. But yeah, Norton was great. The jazz in it was great. A lot of jazz music.
See, Brookhouse, right on time. It came from a place of love, he says.
Right,
we'll get to it. I promise we'll get to it.
He's not that kind of guy.
So I'm still watching because I really miss the old Charmed TV series because I'm that there's a show, Witches of East End. I think it was on Lifetime, so of course I didn't even know it existed until we got Hulu. So I've been watching a lot of that as well. I have to give a shout out to my buddy Mike Bonfig, who sent me a great meme today. It's the Macho Mandalorian. So it's Macho Man Randy Savage as the Mandalorian. Pew pew!
Hey, less talking, more peeling, Beetle Bailey.
I already have more potatoes than you do. You don't need to cut them that small, honey. You really don't. I'm wicked bossy in the kitchen, you guys.
Like brutal, like ridiculous.
But who's the best cook? So, I mean...
Yeah, but I'm not going to starve.
No, you're not going to starve, but we eat well because
solely because of you?
Kinda, yeah. Riddles, what network? For Motherless Brooklyn, I think that's HBO.
Yeah, it's a movie.
Witches of East End is Lifetime, so I watch it through Hulu. Shelley says, make up your mind, woman.
Nobody wants to watch Witches of East End, okay?
Just me.
Just give me a break.
Listen, I missed Charmed, and I don't want to watch the reboot. So, in the spirit of Macho Mandalorian, Dave was coming up with some Christmas movie ideas.
So, what if you took and you just let your mind go, and you were just like, hey, let's put some stuff together. Maybe sequels we'd like to see or whatever.
Okay.
And you could have Rudolph's Shiny New Year, or what is it, Year Without a Santa Claus. They're all those. How about Rudolph Beyond Mistletoe, or Rudolph Beyond Jingle Dome?
Oh, I like that. 2
deer enter, 1 deer leaves.
So, starting tomorrow, we'll be inundated with Rankin Bass and Charlie Brown and all the Christmas specials. I can do a Clarice as well as a Rudolph from the original Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Are you ready?
Okay.
So, these are my reindeer hoofs. Are you guys ready? There's always tomorrow for dreams to come true. And then Rudolph, I'm cute, she thinks I'm cute. Thank you.
Oh my goodness.
Casey Riddles. Hot
I gotta stop for a second. I have a very sharp knife in my hand. I have to pay attention. I'm in stitches over here, or I'll be in real stitches if I'm not careful.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to get rid of these peels for me when you're done there?
Yeah.
And then remember, we're going to put a little bit of lemon juice on there so they don't get brown.
Oh, yes. Yes, mistress.
Everyone's clapping. They said it was beautiful.
Everyone, that one person?
Yes. Lewis and Sharon. Everyone, a.k.a. everyone.
Lewis.
Heather Heather
Lewis
likes
and
it
Sharon
as well.
are starting a group. It's called
Heather, is
Everyone.
Mark with you too, or is he
Scusi.
busy doing the Sirius XM fill-in shifts for everybody? Because that's one thing I'm a little bit happy not being on the radio right now is having to fill in for everybody and just
on the holidays.
dying. Yeah. Holiday fill-ins, the money's great, but you're exhausted and you fall asleep in your mashed potatoes at the Thanksgiving dinner table. So we're not going to talk about Elf on a Shelf because I just can't. I can't. I hate it. I hate people trying to bribe their children.
Well, what about holiday traditions? Traditions!
Well, Kendall and I used to have the tradition where we watched the Polar Express and we would get in our big fluffy bathrobes and
Polar
make
Express
hot chocolate.
is a little creepy.
It is a little creepy.
The animation is a little bit creepy.
Yeah. Also, it's a little God Squatty for my taste, just personally. But, you know, that whole first scene when they're on the train and they're doing the big dance and stuff, like, that's great. And then it gets weird, and then inevitably Kendall would lose interest, and so would I, and then we'd watch something else. Hey, Laurel Nickerson O'Neill. Hello. Jim Pericotti, Uncanny Valley of the Dolls. Is that one of your movie ideas?
I don't.
Uncanny
X-Men,
Valley of the Dolls? I
Uncanny
don't know.
Valley of the Dolls.
Heather says, hoping he won't notice that I already ate his buttermilk biscuit. Oh, Heather. That could be grounds for divorce, lady. You better be careful.
Speaking of that.
If Dave ate my buttermilk biscuit, well, I'd be a happy girl. So we're going to get to the music, and yes, I went full whole hog. Essential Michael McDonald yesterday.
Right.
That's I was just I get so anxious before Thanksgiving, and because I want everything to be right, and timing is so important when you're making a Thanksgiving dinner, especially when you only have limited stuff. And so I needed something to center me and calm me, and when Dave's not around, that's Michael McDonald. So Brookhouse immediately added to the post, because of course nothing happens if I don't post about it, and said, so how many seconds into a Michael McDonald song does Dave start singing Michael McDonald? And I was like, I'm not sure there is any time in between.
You know.
I would say it's under 5 seconds, maybe under 10. Sharon, I really appreciate that you had a Michael McDonald day. I had to. Jerk Joe Burke is here, canned all the way. Canned what?
Canned yams?
Are you?
Oh wait, he's talking about canned cranberry sauce. Am I right?
Oh yeah, well, that goes without saying.
I've always liked the jellied, the can. It's shaped like the can.
It's what we grew up with. It's what we love.
I like to slice it.
My dad always had to have the Ocean Spray relish thing with the orange peel in it or whatever.
Yeah.
But it was his. The kids did not touch that. Like, no.
Wow.
We're doing pretty good with the potatoes, I feel.
So am I going to just cut these, the little ones?
Bob Tarasi, homemade. I have a great recipe. I love the jelly. Hey, my sister-in-law Megan is here. I'm sorry, Megan. Why would I say Megan?
Because I did. I screwed it up.
Meeks loves the jelly. Everybody loves the jelly because it's a little bit of dessert at the Thanksgiving table. So how many of you have kids that don't like any food on Thanksgiving? Is it just me?
I think it is just your
So
kid.
Kendall doesn't eat turkey, doesn't like it, doesn't eat mashed potatoes, doesn't eat stuffing, doesn't eat any of the food that's normally on the Thanksgiving dinner table, so she's always miserable.
Bizarre.
So this year, I promised her that I would get her something, you know, so that she could eat. And so I got a tray of chicken parm, which is actually behind us right there on the stove, from Alfredo's and Lynn, because they're awesome. And no, they're not paying me anything. Hey, Christy! Yes, Casey, she really is mine. She just doesn't like any of that food. So Kendall's going to have chicken parm while we have turkey. And I have a feeling that the chicken parm will disappear as well.
Yeah,
it's pretty good.
Yeah, it is good.
Oh, okay. Laurel has kids that don't like any of that stuff either. I never wanted to be, like, listen, there were fights in my house that would last for days if you didn't finish or eat food. So the last thing I was going to do with my kid was force her to eat stuff she didn't want to eat. She eats plenty healthy things. She's been eating cukes and tomatoes since she was old enough to chew. You know, she eats pretty healthy. She drinks a lot of water. I mean, she definitely, you know, likes her bread and butter and stuff like that. I mean, she's not like,
she
you know,
tries to live on ice cream.
No mac and cheese, no mashed potatoes, no stuffing. Doesn't really like steak. She's kind of, you know, chicken.
Sharon Dow's here, isn't she? Well, I remember when we were on a little cruise back in the late 80s.
Chicken nuggets and french fries. Yep, Christy, been there, done that for Thanksgiving.
When you're on a cruise, what are cruises famous for? Cruises are famous for all the different kinds of foods you can have.
Buffets.
Right? And that they'll do, yeah, we'll whip up whatever you want. Okay? No matter what the food was, no matter how cool it was or nice or whatever, all the steak you can eat. Sharon Dow ate mac and cheese at every meal on the cruise.
Really?
Every meal.
Is that because she loathed the craft dinner she grew up with?
Loathed it? You better. I do have a knife, you realize. Sharon, you want me to do it?
You guys are so weird with your Kraft dinner. They would take the cheese packets from Kraft macaroni and cheese, but they would put it in spaghetti and eat it like that.
It's a current family tradition, my mother's family.
If you want to call it that, Sharon, it was good. The mac and cheese on the, you know, going on a cruise.
And they call it Kraft dinner.
Yeah, I know. Dinner. Okay? Dinner.
Just like the Canadians do.
Sharon's like, I was 12. What would I eat on a cruise? Nothing but shrimp, baby. I'd be like, shrimp, more
Are you
shrimp.
going to peel more potatoes or what?
No, that's all you. I'm doing all the other cooking. You can finish. I'm good. I'm having too much fun chatting.
They're going to be very rustic.
Yeah, that's fine.
I think it is.
So we're getting to the music portion of the show, and we really need to stop. And potato down, everybody!
We gotta tater down.
We gotta tater down.
Leave it down.
Pipe her down.
That'll teach that tater.
We've gotta pipe her down. Okay, so let's get serious for a second. We found out today that one of our favorite music venues of all time are closing their doors permanently.
Yeah.
Once Somerville. Most of you we've seen at a show there.
Yep, we've been at shows together.
So love goes out to JJ Gonson, of course, Sean O'Brien, Carrie, Bridget, you know, everybody that worked there, everybody that went there. Keith Bennett, of course. Just, you know, judging the, being secret judges for the Rock and Roll Rumble when Angel would invite me. I mean, she always invited me. It came out weird. Being at once, the first time I fell in love with the Rupert selection was at once.
Yeah.
Zip tie handcuffs. Worshipper. I mean, it really just was a haven. And there was such a hole left when TT's closed. TT the Bears. Of course, I moved away for 10 years. I come back, and TT's is pretty much gone. And then there was once. And I think at one point they even had TT's sound system.
They did, yeah, the PA.
Hey, Phil Fleming, glad you're here.
They still have it.
So we're sorry if we just broke the news to you about once, because it's just heartbreaking. But we hope that something happens in the future when we can get over the pandemic hump, as it were. And I think Cuisine and Locale is still fully operational. No, is that gone too?
Nope, that's it. That was the actual... They were
the one
who
I
was.
just didn't know if they were still going to do
space.
catering as well.
No, I think they're they're going out of business.
Well,
and I think that they're going to try to do some sort of virtual once, or they might even try to have it as like a moving thing.
Yeah.
Like once night here or there.
Oh, good.
You know
well,
I mean?
I'm glad. I hope that happens. I mean, we don't.
I mean, that's what it's. I thought that's what it said in the.
We don't want to let it die completely. Nikki T, you posted the most gorgeous picture of you and JJ. And I had a little tear in my eye. So, just awesome times at once in Somerville. And we hope that it somehow has a second life very soon. So, rest in power once, Somerville.
David Bowie tribute night. Oh.
not just
That was
David
George
Bowie,
Michael,
David
Prince,
Bowie, Prince, and
oh,
George Michael.
That was awesome.
That was
an awesome night.
Incredible night.
We had
of
our son.
music.
We had Cameron there that night.
And your whole family
Yep,
was there.
I know.
That was really great. So I mean, we could talk all night about once, but so our hearts go out to everybody involved, and extra special love, of course, to JJ and to Sean as well. So. So I had an interesting thing happen today. I was in the car with Kendall going to pick up the chicken parm for tomorrow, picky eater that she is. And Tommy Two-Tone came on. Is the official title of the song Jenny Jenny? It's not 8675309. But whatever it is, it came on, and I realized that Kendall probably has no idea that this song caused such a brouhaha back in the day. So I decided to give her a little 80s music lesson. And the fact that when that song was hugely popular and on MTV every 10 minutes or so, anybody that had that phone number, 8675309, got tortured until they had to shut the phones off. And that we also had a little dance to it. I don't know if you guys did, but there was a whole like 8675309. I can only get through the first half.
Good night, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving.
Trying to count and stuff. So, and then years later on FNX, Julie Kramer did Leftover Lunch, and she would play a lot of 80s music. So I was doing the morning show, and I was leaving for the day. It was like 11 o'clock. And I'm at 25 Exchange Street. I get out of the elevator. I'm ready to go out the back to the parking lot, and I run right into Tommy Two-Tone, who looks exactly the same and a little bit like Dave Letterman. And he was like, hey, do you know? I'm like, just get in the elevator and press 2. And that's my Tommy Two-Tone, Jenny Jenny story for the night. Thank you. Good night. Casey Riddles, you cannot sign as a dance. Oh, that is not true. I would die for you.
Stop. Darling, because I want you to. Angela's asking what's cooking. I mean...
Oh, well, we're actually just
Twas
prepping.
the night before Thanksgiving.
We're prepping for stuffing. We're prepping for mashed potatoes right now. We're doing the potatoes. Jerry Moylan is here. He thought it was Grinder because he saw your chest. It could be later, Jerry. Maybe we'll do an after show. Probably not, because I'll be too tired from peeling potatoes. So, what isn't? What's a darlin'? I don't know what that means. I'm sorry.
What's up, darling? I don't know. Is that what she means?
I don't know. So, we are prepping mashed potatoes. We're prepping stuffing. We've already cubed, or not cubed, but we've already chopped our
Celery
and
yes.
I'm also going to make an herb butter in the food processor.
One last tater. One last tater.
The last tater.
All right, let me see. I gotta get.
I'll do it. I'll peel it.
Okay.
I'll peel it.
You can leave a little bit of skin on there.
What else are we doing? Do you need to prep your yam/sweet potato casserole, or is that just going to happen tomorrow?
Why are you worried about prepping your own yam?
The turkey, we just did a big turkey breast this year because we missed our window to order a smoked turkey from a barbecue joint, which is what we've been doing for the last couple of years. So it's sleeping in a brine right now, and the brine smelled amazing. You have to agree. When I cooked up the brine on the stove. It's got orange peel, orange juice.
When I squeezed
lemon.
the oranges and lemons, it was quite fragrant.
It's got sage and rosemary and salt and a little bit of brown sugar.
Okay, that's enough.
Okay. I don't want to give them all of our secrets.
No, that's enough of peeling.
Oh, okay.
There won't be any potato there.
Kendall also already made the cookie pie, which, by the way, the recipe is proprietary. Sam Parker invented that shiz. We had it here. Sam came to visit a few Novembers ago.
Yeah.
And he made it, and the kids went crazy. And it's not the easiest thing to make, but because I helped inspire what the crust was made out of, he allows me to make it now. But I'm really trying to lose some weight, and making cookie pie when I'm trying not to snack in between meals, not going to happen. So I taught Kendall how to make it, and she did great. And it needs 2 days to set up in the fridge, so it's in the fridge basically under lock and key right now. So yeah.
Except for that bite I took out of it.
We forgot to get pumpkin pie today.
Yeah, you did, and I haven't said anything. I did. You were so down in the dumps earlier.
I was
didn't
so
want to say
aggravated.
anything.
Oh, maybe.
You thought you did it on purpose.
Really?
A little bit. Both
No,
of us kind of did.
I didn't put it on the list. If it's not on the list, it doesn't get picked up. That's why. Maybe in the morning you can go get one.
I am gonna.
Yeah, so if anybody knows where we can pick up a pumpkin pie, because Colin wants one, he'll have 2 slices, and then it'll sit there for a week.
No, it won't.
Let's see. Riddles. Remember that song, Peel Like Making Love?
Oh,
I need
Casey,
a drink from the Boba
when I
Tiki
think
mug.
about you, I think about Spuds.
Nice.
Right?
Baby.
I can't live without you and your Spuds. So when I'm peeling... Oh, sorry. That's enough.
Wow, that was pretty good.
All right, cool.
We skipped almost over the entire Michael McDonald thing. Are you going to sing any for me?
No, I can't.
Why?
Because it's really high.
It's really high?
Yeah.
But like you singing Michael McDonald and then with this apron, I might start to feel things, is what I'm saying.
Oh, for a change?
That's not true. I'm usually just tired, but I still feel the things.
Easy, Frigid Nielsen.
You take that back. You take that back right now. Anyway, so Ellen says easiest pies I will make is the pudding pies, no bake. Yeah, well, the cookie pie was no bake except for the crust, so those are the easiest pies to make. We didn't have any drive-by pies come to the house this year because
she was inundated.
She was so inundated with orders, she had to shut it down early, and we just didn't get it. So we're going pie light this year. What can I say?
Straighten up and pie light.
Not a ton of desserts because I just can't be around them right now. It's almost like I'm, trying to quit heroin.
I just can't.
It's not easy, right? What else? Do we have more music to talk about? Oh, we did. We went on this whole, you guys remember the OJ song, It Only Takes a Minute, Girl? Is
Wait
that
a minute.
the OJs?
Now see.
Or is that the Spinners?
I don't know. You
All
just
right.
totally screwed me up.
So,
Because who sings Backstabbers?
one of them is the OJs.
Face.
So we discovered that It Only Takes a Minute, Girl and Backstabbers are
They sound
essentially the same song.
They sound very similar to
and
each
it was
other.
very confusing. Casey says, let's ask the therapist what Angie really forgot the pie. No, I only forgot it because it's not on the list. If it's not on the list and I'm in the middle of the store and there's chaos, I don't remember it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I forgot the pumpkin pie.
She's racist against pumpkins.
Wouldn't that be like vegist?
No.
Vegetable? Wouldn't I have a problem with pumpkins? Not
Gordophobic?
races? I could be gordophobic. That's definitely a thing. All right, Michael Maloney, the OJs. So who sang the OJs? It Only Takes a Minute, Girl? Because I think I was right originally on that.
Okay. But who sang the other one?
Backstabbers? That I don't remember.
Was it what's the one that sounds like it's almost Latino sounding?
I don't know.
Oh crap.
Gordist. I'm a gordist, Sharon. I'm a gordist.
The
We
Gordis
will have a
formerly known as
pumpkin
Angie.
pie. There are a million pumpkin pies just waiting to be picked up. I'm telling you.
Oh,
We will
yes.
get a pumpkin pie.
Oh yes, we will.
So even if we have to go to the, convenience store, there'll be a table talk pumpkin pie that we can get. What are you doing? David, this is a family show. It's not really a family show.
Check out how I can move these abs.
You are a little obnoxious. Oh, OJ's saying Backstabbers. All right, so who's saying the other one? You got to help us out. It takes a lot to admit that. I applaud you. That I'm a gordist? Sam Avola, It Only Takes a Minute was Tavares.
Tavares, I told you. It sounds Latin.
Yeah, it does. Weren't they local?
I don't think so.
Weren't Tavares from here?
You know what's really crazy?
Or did Kiss 108 just play them so much I thought they were a
that-
local band?
Is that the lead singer from Tavares went on to play hockey in the NHL? Yes, he was one of the best lacrosse players in Canada as well.
Are you serious?
John Tavares. Yeah.
I don't think that's related to
Same.
the band at all.
No, same. I thought they were all related.
All the Tavareses are related?
Yeah.
Now you're a Tavaresist.
Well, the guy's really good at stuff.
Just not a good thing.
Hockey and
Tavares.
things.
Is he about to do a live action scene from Alien? Oh, if only. He is so obsessed with that movie.
Oh, what did I watch the other night? Oh, I watched Alien vs. Predator Requiem. Oh, that was terrible. But what else did I watch?
It only takes a
I actually
minute,
watched
girl.
the Right Stuff movie, and then you could tell how much better the movie was than the show.
Yeah. The TV show, it has a lot
What
to
a
be
cast!
desired.
What a cast! And then when General Chuck Yeager's in it, like in the the dude's in there. He's in the bar, and Chuck Yeager is playing the bartender, and like the guy's talking smack about Chuck Yeager and those, you know, the cowboy flyers or whatever, you know, the non-college guys, you know, and Chuck Yeager just kind of gives him a look like, and I'm like, that's Chuck Yeager. I just got goosebumps. It's like the fastest person on the planet for a while.
Yep. I didn't know about the side story of the women that were trying to be astronauts.
I think they just made that up.
And we're doing a
Because
program
everybody
at the
knows
same
women
time.
can't be astronauts.
Oh, don't, honey. Please.
What?
We don't have hate mail. We don't have room for the hate mail, frankly.
Well, that would totally... everyone knows it's not true because of various things that have happened.
What are you talking about?
Krista McAuliffe.
Oh, right. Okay.
But what about the female astronaut that drove cross country with a diaper on?
I
Just
feel like
to
we're
attack-
missing. I think we're missing part of that story. I mean, hell hath no fury that an astronaut lady scorned, but that was a very bizarre. Callie LaBelle Daly is here. Hello, Kaylee. We're gonna have a little Salem High School reunion. Wow, welcome. We got a lot of people on tonight because normally they'd be downtown at their local watering hole bumping into each other.
Okay, guys, by the way, before I forget.
Yes.
Just started watching this today. Okay? It's called No Man's Land. All right? And it's funny, the
Why
thing
don't you
about...
give us a 2-hour synopsis right now? Dave cannot help himself. When he describes a movie to somebody, he basically has to tell you the whole movie. Go ahead, honey.
No, it's okay.
No, do it. Let's see if you can. Can we put a timer up? Let's put a timer up. Tell everybody about No Man's Land, honey.
Dave Light.
Dave like. Who's in it, Dave?
French people.
French people. Is it mostly subtitles?
Yes.
And yet you still like it.
Yes.
All right.
Since I learned to read.
Let me guess. There's a lot of guns and shooting.
Some.
It takes place in some place not America.
True.
There's a lot of sand.
Quite.
Desert.
Yes.
All right. Are we good?
Chicks.
Chicks with guns.
Yes.
Okay. Turkish freedom fighters?
They would be called... What would they be called?
I don't know.
Well,
I just
guess
said Turkish freedom
I don't want to
fighters.
give too much away.
All right. Sick burn, Dave.
Yeah.
Ow.
No, they're Kurdish, but...
Oh, Kurdish. I'm sorry.
Right.
My bad.
So they're fighting ISIS, but they are also hated by the Turks.
Uh-huh.
So there's a whole, like, catch-22 and whatnot.
Gotcha.
Yeah. It's an interesting story.
Are we looking forward to watching anything over this holiday weekend? Who's working on Friday, by the way? I mean, granted, I'm working from home. It's not a huge task, but I did not take Friday off. I do not have an extra day. Michael Creamer says, what? Michael Creamer
You
wants
can't
to
be in our video, Michael Creamer.
No, we could try. Hold on.
Are you
Hold on.
gonna? We only have moments left.
I know. That's exactly where we're going to put
8:19.
him on.
Cut.
All right. Never again.
Note to selves.
Lesson learned, when somebody tries to log on to be a guest on Facebook Live, especially when it's Michael Creamer,
It's no bueno.
just say no. We went muteless there for a while.
Mute full.
Mute full. People could see us but not hear us, and really, with our dulcet tones, you're only getting half your money's worth.
Really.
So happy Thanksgiving, everybody. We're super glad you joined us. We're going to try to survive, and we hope you do too. We're thankful for you guys for watching, and
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
be safe.